We back, baby. Back from the field finally. I guess not really finally. I wasn't gone that long, but 3 days out in the field. 4 days. 4 days out in the field. Not too shabby. Got enough sleep, which is nice. But eating MREs, like, you only could eat so many marble pound cakes and beef stew that is literally gelatin inside of like a little bag. I feel fat. I feel like I gained 20 pounds. But in reality, like last time, I told you I was trying to gain weight, right? Lost 2 pounds. Awesome, woo! Wasn't able to eat enough. I didn't even do much in the field. We did some walkthroughs, some operation walkthroughs, some patrol bases, and I still lost 2 pounds. I didn't even go underweight. So now you know what we're doing today? We got legs today. Legs! Let's go. So, for legs today, I'm feeling some squats, right? We gotta get some squats in, some lunges. Ooh, or should we do deadlifts? Hear me out on the deadlifts, okay? Do I love deadlifts? Yes, because I'm relatively good at them. But are they efficient? No, because it works your entire body. So you're just going to fatigue your entire body. But for the AFT, the Army Fitness Test, it is deadlift is the first event. 100% is 3 reps, 350 pounds. Nothing too crazy. And then you go straight into push-ups, sprint drag carry. Sprint drag carry is like, I don't know. I just do it. I'm just going to give you a rough how far it is. So like you sprint 20 meters, sprint 20 meters back, touch the line, you grab the sled. The sled is, I think, 90 pounds. You do sled pull to the opposite end, all the way back. Then you go into, man, why am I forgetting? It's like I'm not even part of this. I've been doing this for like 6 years. Side to side. So you go side to side, side to side, back. You grab, dump these kettlebells. Each one's about 40 pounds. There and back. And then you sprint there and back. Okay? 100% is about a minute, 27 seconds. I usually do like minute 30. So I get like 99 points out of 100, which is, ugh. And then, where was I going with that? Oh yeah, deadlift. So, I don't hit 100% on deadlifts, right? Most time we do it early in the morning, especially when I'm trying to max out, because 350 is my max, like my perfect max on a perfect day for 3 reps. And when it's like 4 a.m. in the morning, I just can't, dude. I'm afraid to pull my back, honestly. And that's where my weight comes in. I'm telling you, relative weight. Whatever I can lift relatively, like compared to what I actually am, I think is like BS. Like, I don't think it matters. Like, whether you're 150, 250, relative weight shouldn't matter. It's how much weight you can put up, right? Like, if you're pulling 400 pounds, fantastic. I don't care if you're 200 pounds. I don't care if you're 140 pounds. Like, there's no excuse, right? If you're trying to get a man off the X, he's down. He's not going to get lighter because you're smaller. Like, that... dumb. Anyways, before I continue ranting, let me get back into what the lift is today. So, we got to work on the core and the leg strength. 100% the leg strength. We're going to get back to doing hills. We're going to get back to doing more strength endurance for the legs, just like the upper body. So the upper body, we're working on the grip, the forearms, those little muscles that fatigue quicker as you're doing more reps, right? So if you're doing, for me personally, I can do about 20, 25 pull-ups, but the limiter is my grip. Grip is usually what always like ends my pull-up reps, right? Same thing for deadlift. What is the biggest limiter? My grip, my forearm strength. When I'm out in the field and you're holding up a weapon, what is the biggest limiter? How long can you hold that weapon up? Probably 10-20 seconds before your arm get tired, and that's your arm, your forearms, your shoulders. And so that's a huge limiter of mine. So for legs, what we're gonna do, we're gonna go in my strength, okay? My strength is hill work. My strength is strength endurance. And that's what I found like rucking prioritizes, okay? One of my buddies, he just did a 108, 1 hour, 8 minutes for an 8-mile ruck. That ruck, just the ruck itself, was 55 pounds. That doesn't even include that he's wearing ACUs and boots, or he's wearing a tap system, which is like a kit. Adding all of that together, that's another, 15 pounds? So let's just say 70, okay? An hour and 8 minutes. That is unbelievable. That is, I think, around an 8:30 pace. What? Like that? That's where I'm trying to be right now. When I was trained for Norwegian is about 18.6 miles, 25 pounds on your back, and then you're also in your boots and your ACUs, okay? But that was only 26 pounds, not including the ACUs and boots. I ran that 2 hours, 30 minutes, which was about 8-minute pace, okay? And what I did for that was hills. I'm telling you, hills are a money maker, okay? They make you run more efficiently, they make you stronger, and they do less pounding than if you're just gonna run on a flat surface. Like, think about it, you're running uphill, right? You're not gonna be pounding as hard as if you're just doing flats. Especially if you're heavier, like, doing hills is money. Helps your running economy, helps your muscular strength, helps your tendons, helps your joints. Like, it's... So we're getting back to that. We are gonna, starting today, actually, we are in the field, but who cares? Who cares? I'm gonna do the best I can. So we got 3 days of training, right? We got today, we got Saturday, and we got Sunday. So today is gonna be that leg strength. We're gonna hit some front squats. We're gonna hit deadlifts only because I gotta do it for the AFT. God, we need to max that thing. I'm about 496 right now. And so we're gonna do that. And then after this whole session, we're gonna hit the hills, okay? We got, depending on the legs feel after the field, we're shooting, I'm thinking 30 seconds is gonna be that money spot today. I wanna get it up to about 2 minutes for endurance hills, I call them. Because when I was running, like, that was one of the limiters I was missing, right? Is you get so comfortable trying to get flat and trying to recover, and like you get in this monotonous cycle that you just gotta get the mileage in, you just gotta do this, and you forget that you gotta keep hitting that stimulus every single day. Otherwise, you're just not gonna get weaker, but you're not gonna get better. And so, hills, number one priority right now. Because that 108, that was money by him. I need to get back to where I was when I was doing the Norwegian. And so today we got, this is my shaker cup today, because I just came out the field. What time is it? 2:30. I left the field 3 hours ago. Like, look at my hair, disgusting. Like, ew. I literally haven't showered. I know. It's whatever. Who cares? Of course, another echelon. I'm kind of liking these. I don't know. I promise I'm not sponsored by them. It's kind of... They're pretty good. 3,200 milligrams beta-alanine. Love that itch. Like, how can you not love that itch? But then when I'm doing the hills, dude, my heart is like pounding out of my chest. So hopefully it kind of calms me down. No, hoping that 300 milligrams of caffeine calms me down is not the right perspective. But we're wired right now. We're ready. Will be a good lift today. Coming out the field. Put the sandbags out there already. But we're gonna do our best. Who cares? We're just gonna rip it. Rip it, this baby. We're gonna try a little 5x5 today. 225. We'll work up if we need to. Test out the legs on this first one. Whew. 50-50. Don't feel too good. Going barefoot today. I need to get some lifting shoes, but man, they're so expensive. I do not have the money for that. I think we're gonna stick with this 225. Something I like to do is, since my job relies on my back, put a little belt on. Not all the way. See? It's nice and loose. Just that mind-body connection. Trying to keep it from pulling my back because I cannot afford that. Hurt my back. Lose my job. Basically. Let's go. We're being a little big today. We're going up 10 more pounds. Now we gotta tighten this up. Back doesn't feel too great, but who cares? Let's go. Let's do this. Whew. Yeah. Whew. Whew. I'm gonna keep working that lower body. Struggle bus today. I think this is 275. I'll be wrong, but we'll do the math after. Man. Whew. You know when it's been a while before you lifted some heavy weights? Man, I'm gonna feel this. I can feel it in the hammies already. Man, 255. Whew, this is sad. Not a good day. Hey, who cares? Let's keep going. I'm gonna go a little lighter on these so don't blow anything out. Oh, we're gonna. Let's go again. 1, 2, 3 more. Whew. Keep it rolling. Come on. Come on. Sometimes days like this, you just gotta put the ego away. Just autopilot. Just get it done. Just get the work done. That's all you gotta do. Day in, day out. Add 20 pounds. Come on. Let's do this. Legs wobbling. Wobbling. Everyone forgets to do something horizontal. Everyone does vertical force distribution. I do horizontal, especially for rucks. Oh god, too short. We're gonna do sled push instead. Oh my gosh. This is slow. 3 of these. Man, I'm gonna start burning by the end. Let's go, come on. Come on, baby. Let's go. Too easy. Man, that'll make you feel like you're 1,000 years old. Oh. Might have to pivot today. Legs are destroyed. We'll see how we do. I'm gonna warm up. Oh man. I'm gonna do a 2-mile warm up and then just gonna feel the, oh shit, whatever. I'm just gonna feel the legs out. Oh gosh. Man, they're destroyed. Okay, whatever. Let's keep moving. Let's see how we feel after this. About a mile in. Yeah, we're finna like feel like a 100-year-old man right now. Oh my. Nice warm up. I loosened up loosen up a little bit. So there's two ways I go about this, right? Stimulus or speed. Speed, I'm looking for either usually a distance. That's usually when I'm in season. I'm trying to hit these hard. But second way, which I like more, especially for newer guys, is the stimulus. All you gotta hit is the stimulus, right? So make a time, 30 seconds, 1 minute, hit a hill. Don't worry about where you're at, right? It doesn't really matter. As long as you push hard, especially after doing legs like I just did, you're just trying to get that stimulus. You ain't trying to do anything special. This is gonna be rough. We're gonna go deep today. Ooh, why did I say that? Woo. Jog down. Woo. Not too bad. Woo. Let's go, come on. Woo. Halfway, baby. About 5 down, baby. Ooh. Too easy. Too easy. Ooh. Man, I'm sweaty. That did not go particularly well. Not gonna lie, but hey, we gotta keep moving, right? This is only the start. Didn't realize I messed my hammy up a little bit more than I thought I did for the Army 10 miler. I mean, I told you guys around mile 6 I pulled it, but I was able to loosen up by mile 8, and I was able to finish. I was limping a little bit at the end, but I thought giving myself a couple days would be okay. But I did go to the field, didn't eat, didn't hydrate very well before this. So squats, they went pretty good, right? They were 5x5, 235. Then we went straight into trap bar deadlifts, only because it's in the AFT. Otherwise, I would just do conventional deadlifts. We did 4 sets of that, 4x4 of, I think it was 255. Not great. But, and then we went into 3x10 for front lunges with 155. And then lastly, we finished it off with some pushes, sled pushes. I put about, what was it? So 45, 90, 135, 35, about 160 pounds. Pushed it 80 meters, three sets of that. Everyone forgets about the horizontal forces when it comes to rucking, when it comes to running. Can't ever lack on those, right? So make sure to hit on those. Finished it off with my hills. 3 x 30-second hills, 2 mile warm up, 2 mile cool down. I had to pivot. I was gonna do 10 x 30 seconds, but the hammy wasn't really holding up, so we had to do 6. Still, we got the stimulus in. We still got the work in. brick by brick. We just gotta keep laying the bricks, right? Whenever you start something new, whenever you're depleted, you just gotta keep consistently showing up, right? You gotta put the ego away. Like me, I definitely gotta put that ego away. It is hard to see the weights go down and you're still pushing the same. Does that make sense? Like you're still giving 8 out of 10 effort and you're 10, 20, 30 pounds different, lighter than you did last week. And it's so frustrating. It is so frustrating. But you have to give yourself context. There's a difference between giving yourself sandbags and giving yourself context before the workout happens, right? I went to the field, 8 MREs, laid on the ground for 4 days. Like, you're not gonna be at your best, especially when I just came off the field, right? But at the end of the day, you don't continue to put the work in, you're just gonna fall off completely, right? So if I did nothing today, just rested, that's another day I didn't work out. That is another day just wasted. Because I already missed 4 days. You have to do something. I have to do something, right? And so what today was about is pretty much, how can I perform when I'm at the lowest? How can you perform when you're at your lowest? And you continue testing yourself that day after day after day. Hey, you never know, you might pop, right? You might show flashes of something special. And that's all you try to do. That's where that obsession comes from. A lot of people won't understand what it is to be obsessed with one goal. Being obsessed with how you fuel, how you eat every day, making sure you get 8 to 9 hours. You think about that. You think about it 24/7, 7 days a week, 30 days in a month, 365, a whole year, right? How locked in are you? How locked in am I? And right now, we're getting back there. We're getting our mindset straight. Because once you get that goal locked in, once you turn that switch, get more locked in, right? Shift that mindset. Hey, you never know what you could put together, right? There's a difference between just showing up, going through the motions. Yes, some days are gonna feel like that. Some days you're gonna have to do that. But most days you need intention. You need intentional work behind whatever you do that day. You have to have a reason, right? If you train yourself, give yourself a reason why you're doing what you're doing right now. Is it maintenance? Are you fatiguing the muscle? Are you trying to push past your limits today? Or are you just trying to get the volume in? Because for endurance athletes, just getting the volume in is depends how long, but most of the time it's either half or more than half of the work that you put in is just going to be mileage. It's just going to be volume, right? It depends what you want. It is what you want, right? And I'm an endurance athlete. I'm an endurance junkie. I love the process. I love this stuff, right? That's all I could think about coming off the field was how I was going to show up today in the weight room. How I was going to show up after my lift. I already knew I was going to be tired after the lift. Did I want to do hills after I did legs? Not really. After I went back from the field? Not really. But you just got to turn your mind off sometimes. You can't listen to your emotions. I've learned that the hard way. You cannot if you listen to your emotions, you're not going anywhere, right? Your emotions is what makes you choke. Your emotions are what stops you from challenging yourself. Who cares if I fail today? Who cares if I fail in a goal? Let's get it next time, right? More work needs. Where did I lack, right? I look at my 10 mile. 56:30, not where I wanted. A goal was sub 55. Did not get it. I missed it by a minute 30 seconds. Did I shut off? No. Could I have given up after I cramped, got a hammy cramp after the 6 mile? Yes, of course I could have. But then, who am I, right? What kind of person would I be if I allowed myself to stoop that low? Instead of framing it like, damn, I didn't get my sub 55 in my 10 mile, be like, I pushed through at mile 6 when I was at breaking point, right? Hammy cramp, pretty much shuffling along. That was the biggest ego. I had to cut it down to like 6-minute pace, 6:10 pace, and I was running 5:20s. My teammates ran right past me. You know what kind of ego hit that is? But you can't think with your emotions, right? You gotta think strategically, right? So, mile 6, got the hammy cramp, slowed down. I knew if I continued pushing, it was gonna completely just bite, completely lock up on me. So I cooled it down, let the heart rate come back down. It took till mile 8. I wobbled like a penguin till mile 8. And then 9 and 10, I was able to loosen it up, close in, right? Not the time I wanted, didn't give up. Gotta adjust next time. Did I feel wrong, right? Did I train wrong? Was I not mentally in it today? There's so many different factors, and you gotta find out what that factor is. You can't just give your excuse. You can't give your excuse to cop out, to say, oh, I had this and this and this, and so I just didn't perform well. Whatever. Find the solution. There's always a reason. Let me get off my soapbox. Sorry. I always get really into that because, especially when I was on a team and I had my own coaches, right? I was a number, right? I was on the D1 West Point cross country and track team. All I was to the coach was a number. I was hurt all the time, and with him always dogging on me, I was just not mentally in it. And I didn't perform, and I didn't do anything, and eventually I was cut from that team. And let me tell you, that was the best thing that could ever happen to me. I was not in a good atmosphere. I was not in a good environment. Him cutting me took me out of that environment, allowed me to become independent, rely on myself, and learn who I really was at that moment. If you guys like the first person running, if you like me talking while I run, seeing that progression of me, we could continue doing that. If you don't like that, we'll just cut it, keep it to lifting. I'm trying to show you every part of what I do and how I do it, right? So if you guys like that, let me know. If you don't, we'll keep adjusting, we'll keep working through it. There's a saying I heard, right before, one last thing: suit up, show up, and shut up. Running back tomorrow.